fam. So welcome to the February round of message readings. I want to do a quick intro just as a big thank you. I just passed my 1,000 subscriber mark, so thank you so much to all of you out there. Literally couldn't do it without you. It is all for you and all about you. And I've been thinking of some way to just kind of do something fun to commemorate it. And I was thinking I rarely ever talk about me or put me on the videos. And I had recommendations to do like a Q&A video, so I was like, what better time than right now? So I'm going to give it some time. I don't know how many questions will come through, but if there's any questions you have for me, and it can be about anything. If you wanted to know more about me personally, if you wanted to know my opinions on anything, like literally if you have a question, fire away. No topic is off limits. So yeah, I don't know how long I'll give it, but I'll give it some time once we get some questions together. And I'll do like a 1,000 subscriber funsies Q&A, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we could even do it as a live if that's a thing. I don't know. Whatever. However, so I just wanted to give a big thank you and kind of just let you guys know. Send your questions either on my Instagram at the Guiding Chariot. You can drop them in the comment section down below. We'll put them all together and we'll do a special video shouting you guys out and answering your questions. Outside of that, welcome to your reading. Let's get into it. We're going to pull some oracle and some tarot cards to figure out some messages for the month. As I've been filming them, it's been really funny because a lot of them have been coming out focused on relationships. So most of you guys out there have kind of lucked out and are getting 2 love readings for the month of February. So enjoy it. But they've been super positive, so I hope you enjoy your reading. As always, shout it out in the comments. I love you guys. Thank you again for hitting the 1,000 subscribers. And let's get to your video. Bye. Hey Aries. Welcome to your February Spirit Message reading. This is TC, your Guiding Chariot. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, my lovely Aries. Let's see what is coming up for you. Spirit, what messages do we have for Aries at this time? Whoop! That card went flying. We'll get a few more and then I'll go grab it. You guys just can't wait for this news, can you? Chomping at the bit already. Alright, messages for Aries. What does Aries need to know at this time? Okay. I can get one more Spirit. Actually, I don't feel like I want that one. Okay, let me go grab that sucker that flew across the room. Hold on. Alright, we got it. Ooh, Aries. I like this so far. Yes. Alright. Alright, so we're starting off. We have move your body. Beautiful. Then we have shine your light, Archangel Uriel. And then your inner voice. So lots of intuition coming through that card. I feel like in your last, was it your January reading? I feel like it was recent. I really want to say it was your January reading. You did have a big hit to your intuition. So it looks like that is continuing to be a strength for you. Your guides are still kind of speaking to you through your intuition, through your inner voice, right? Move your body. When I get the move your body card, I always just kind of think of it as some type of physical outlet. So this could be you exercising, this could be you walking outside, dancing, it could be anything physical. It doesn't even have to be anything major. Part of this, I think, is really speaking to expression, and that may be connected to the inner voice as well. Archangel Uriel. This is kind of a fun one. I kind of just want to take them in for a minute. I feel like with these 3 cards, a lot of it it's really about expression. Like what I was saying with the move your body card, because to me I kind of always get that with this card, but having kind of gotten these three all together, I think a lot of this is about getting that whatever guidance you're getting with this inner voice, it's about getting that message out. So this inner voice actually may not necessarily be, I mean, yes, it's your intuition, unless you have, a couple extra voices in your head. But I feel like for some of you, it may even be like your inner child, that inner sense of, your authentic self that's inside of you. That I wonder if some of you have not necessarily disconnected from, but maybe possibly put on the back burner, maybe possibly, have prioritized other things as we become adults and get in the real world and, get a job, responsibilities, commitments to friends, partners, and we may end up putting some things, on a top shelf somewhere, thinking that we're going to come back to it. I do wonder if some of you maybe have put something on the back burner for maybe a little too long. Possibly. And that may be causing some, emotional or spiritual tension now, right? Possibly maybe a shoulda, coulda, woulda moment. I don't necessarily think that's happening. I'm just kind of rambling and giving you a whole bunch of scenarios. Take the one that resonates, right? Don't try and force it. So if you don't feel that way, ignore that last message. But I do think a lot of this is about kind of expressing something that you have been holding in. Probably for a long time, but when I say a long time, I don't necessarily think it's been like active, if that makes sense. Like it's literally something you kind of put on the back burner and then possibly forgot. So it's not something you've been thinking about for a while, but it's something that, was a big thing for you. You put it on the side, forgot about it, and now it's like starting to creep back, right? And you didn't think it would. Or you literally completely forgot about it, so you're like, oh, that's right, I forgot that was in there. Yeah, look at that. So ego card comes out. So this is the Tower in this deck. To me, this is, the ego is what put this on the side, right? The ego is what told us like, oh no, we need to do other things right now. Now it's not the time for these little childish games. Oh my goodness. Love it. Love it. All right. Okay, let's break this down, Aries. So, tons of fun stuff. Ooh! Sorry, totally bumped my table. Probably looked like an earthquake just happened. Well, because an earthquake is about to happen, really, when I'm looking at these cards. So, we talked about the ego. Ego is the Tower card in this deck. So, think of what the ego does. Ego is always trying to protect ego, right? Ego is comfortable where it is. It doesn't like change, doesn't want to evolve, it doesn't want to try any harder than it has to. It wants to keep things exactly where they are, right? It's not worried about your desires and your dreams. Ego just wants to stay comfortable. Ego wants to stay in control, right? So ego did what it needed to do to gain that wherever it could. But you are going through some type of awakening. Look at that. So this is your Judgment card, right? But this is the card all about your divine calling, what you're meant to do, what you want to do. This is a whole new perspective, right? So I think for a while you might have been in a standstill. You might have kind of just been going through the motions of a certain thing. Now it's time for a shake-up. And I do feel like this is going to be a big shake-up. Let's put this right. Like, let's say this is a career thing. You may have been working, in a retail environment forever, and doing really good. I'm not saying you're not successful, but you could have been just working in this store, thinking you were going to climb the ladder, and then you remember your big dream about being a DJ, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna go live my dream. That's kind of what this is, right? Again, apply it however it makes sense. Some of you, this may just be a personal awakening. about a perspective of your life, how you want to live, maybe what type of path you want your life to take. Maybe you weren't planning on having a family, and now all of a sudden that's something that, is kind of being thrown on the table, or that you'd like to put on the table. Could be a thing. This Nine of Earth, love this card. So I always kind of joke and call this my Beyonce card. The Nine of Earth is all about, or Nine of Coins, is a card of independence, but it's also a card of value, knowing your value, knowing what you bring to the table, knowing what you're worth, right? It is a very solitary energy, and I don't mean it that you're necessarily going to be single or alone, but this is because you know who you are, what you're worth, what you're doing, and this may even be some of you leaving and starting your own job, right? Because this could be all about self-employment, right? Because this is your passion project, this is your baby, and you are the one to do it. Now, Ten of Air, this would be the Ten of Swords. So to me, this is indicative of the ending, especially having it fall under the ego, right? So to me, this is really signifying the end of this situation, because I feel like this is harder than it needs to be, right? It's easy for the ego, because the ego just has to maintain. But it's hard for you, because you're trying to grow, you're trying to do something different, you're trying to express yourself. Ego doesn't want that, right? So this Ten of Air falling under the ego is great, because that means we're taking the power back. We're not going to listen to ego anymore, we're going to recover, right? Beautiful. And then underneath Awakening, you have the Lovers. So you might be partnering with a Gemini, that could totally be a thing. But this Lovers, you think about this as just a soul relationship. So this could totally be a soulmate. This could be someone who helps to get you out. This could be a partner that helps support you. This could be a friend who maybe goes into business with you. This particular character could be a multitude of different roles in your life. The key is that it's going to be a key relationship, someone very close to you, or maybe not someone you maybe don't even really know yet, right? I'm saying it could be a friend, but this could be someone you meet and you just click. You totally get me. You totally understand what I want to do with this. You could totally help me. Let's do this together. It's a beautiful partnership here, whether it's romantic or not. So don't let the word lovers, mess with you. And then you have the Queen of Earth. Now, what kind of stuns me and makes me really happy is that this card is falling right underneath the Nine of Earth, right? So we talked about this independent, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing what you bring to the table energy, right? With this Nine of Earth. The Queen is an even higher level of that, right? So she's super grounded, she's super secure, super stable, super abundant as well. Hello, she's the Queen of Coins. Let's just talk about that for a while. She's very strong. Anyone who embodies the Queen of Earth faces challenges head on. She's understanding. She's still a queen, so she's still that divine feminine energy, right? So she still is very nurturing. She can still take care of the people around her, with her, under her. But the key thing is her strength and her groundedness and her confidence, right? And these are all things that you embody. These are all things that you need to carry with you. Because again, you're being so much more authentic now as we start to move through Aquarius season and move into the rest of the year. You are walking into it with much more confidence, having shed this kind of false alter ego, this false, kind of suit of armor that really wasn't protecting you from nothing, my friends. So you come out of that so much stronger with a much higher perspective than you have currently. Oh, this is a beautiful reading. Even if we go to the bottom of the deck, right on the top you have the Four of Earth. So to me, this is the old you kind of clinging to this ego. Oh, shut up! Look at that. So this is you clinging to that ego, holding on to things that really it's time to let go of, which you will let go of. Because look at the next card, the Dreamer. This is the Fool. So this is your brand new beginning. This whole shift in direction, and then Six of Air. Beautiful. So this could be indicative of a trip. So you may be traveling, maybe going somewhere, you may even be moving, if that's part of this new shift for you. So some of you might be just finding a whole new home, getting a new place, maybe even moving states. Could be a big move. But the Six of Air is all about things progressing, things getting easier, right? Moving out of a difficult situation, things are going to start to look up. Beautiful, Aries. Super excited about that one. Okay. Before we go, we are going to get a Language of Flowers card. I'm going to do one more shuffle. I really liked how we closed out with the divine directions, and I got some feedback. You guys liked it as well. So we'll keep it going. I thought, oh, you guys got 2. We're going to take both of them. So we're going to keep that going since you guys liked it. Oh, love this. All right, so first one out, we've got calla lily. Beautiful flower, in my opinion. Hopefully it'll focus. Can we focus on that? Maybe. So it's a card of rejuvenation. Reawaken and then stand stronger. Look at that. Reawaken and then stand stronger. Reawaken, stand stronger. Can't make it up even if I tried. And then look at this. Bird of paradise. Self-acceptance. You are so much more. Beautiful. Watch, by the time that focuses, I'm going to pull it away. But again, shine your light. Self-acceptance. Beautiful. So take both of those cards as your confirmation, as your affirmation of what's going on. Being rejuvenated out of this false sense, being authentic and true to yourself, and following a brand new path where you are confident, strong, and capable. Aries, I could just kiss you. This is so good. I love it. And actually, even if I go one more further on the bottom of the deck, look who else came to the party. The Emperor. This is you. This is you being big boss daddy. I don't know why I got stuck on the word big, because it's going to be. You're going to have a lot to celebrate. And look at that. 3 of fire, wishes granted. 10 of earth, abundance. Oh, I cannot with you. Oh, so excited for you. Going to be in a beautiful season for you. But again, this is about you being authentic, right? That's the big key. This is you following your path, following your own truth, and living the life you want to live, not following someone else's path. All right? All right, my friend. I'm going to let you guys go. Beautiful reading. So excited to hear from you, to see what's going on for you, what happened, how things are resonating. You guys are about to take off. Loving it. As always, thank you for all your love, support, and your comments. I appreciate them all. If you're not already, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Join our little family. We do this every month and get together and play and talk cards and crystals and astrology and all the fun stuff. So yes, come on back if you had some fun. And always, again, just thank you for being so supportive and being amazing. I'm wishing you the best, sending you love, light, and peace. Take care, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye, Aries.